Today we had a major large cap stock hit a near record. This pushed traders out of the market, creating a trap for them at market open. But your real entry to make all your money wasn't where you thought it was. Welcome back to SJC Traders. My name is Stephen J. Campbell. I'm a full-time futures trader. I teach people how to fast track their success in the markets. And I'm the only channel on YouTube that takes a scant 5 to 7 minutes to show you where you can make money, where you should have made money, and where you'll make money the next time. So let's get to the charts. Now, on the surface, this looked like a rather ho-hum day. How did we go into the markets and approach market open, which was exactly right here? And I show you this because, like my students know and understand, the market isn't just a crapshoot. You have to base it on things. So if you're trading the market open, pay close attention right now. This is how you do it every day. I want you to take a look right here. This exact candle right here is at 6:24 in the morning. The first thing I'm doing is looking to see what the price did overnight. Now, if this sounds like repetition and you've seen this, I tell you this every video on this channel. And there's a reason I drew yellow lines right here and here and here. That's because if we go back, we can see the price keeps stepping down a flight of stairs. You're like, I don't care. Show me the money. I am now Cuba Gooding Jr. Give me a subscription for that really old Jerry Maguire reference, will ya? Because I show you every day how to get better at this stuff. Now, if I flip on our coming soon special 1K a day toolkit, we can see exactly what we're up against. And boy, howdy, was it ever nasty. Well, you can draw your own resistance and support levels. Mine, which look back a lot of bars, tell me that 25 touch points, 22, 15. I anticipated today, because of these resistance and support levels, to be a day where things are going to rest in between prices. And your 200 moving average up here, it's forming a barrier. I want you to think of moving averages like the force field on the Starship Enterprise, because I'm a nerd. That's why I wear nerdy meta glasses, by the way. And when things shoot off, there's a force field, and you have to have a big old phaser blast to actually break the force field. Moving averages are the same way. There's a force field around this moving average that you can't see. The price will slip in, it'll bounce out, it'll go pew pew right off of the force field. But that was where the traps were laid for traders, at the resistance levels and at the 200. Now, we go into the market and all of a sudden, holy cow, you're all frothing at the mouth. You were like, I am shorting this. This is the candle. Oh, stop. Hold on. Hold the phone, Carl Malone. Support and resistance lines also act as force fields. And this is where the trap happens. The trap gets sprung when the price bottoms out at a support level and inches back up. And remember, a candle that starts off big and thick and long, that's what she said. And if it pushes back up and leaves a big old bloody tail behind it, like this candle did right here, that's your sign. There's a good chance when you combine that with a support level down here, your move may not be the move that you think it is. And just like Stormtroopers saying these are not the droids that we were looking for, it decides that the entire move is invalidated off the start. So then what did you do? You bought. I'm going to buy. Well, hold on. We got a resistance level, right? We see the resistance level. We know this because we've been drawing lines on our chart, right? Like my students in my course. And then we just wait and see what it does, because it has to break the very tippy top of everything else, including that, what is it? The force field by the moving average. And so for the next several minutes, this is where a trader sits on their hands and does nothing. And we can see exactly what happens. The force field around the moving average, it plays out almost every single time, especially when you're in an open range in the markets. And we have to wait because eventually it might just break through. We test and we retest. It pokes its head out like that gopher on the prairie and comes right back down over and over again. And each time it gets closer, it eventually breaks out. So technically, your entry was right here. Actually, have a graphic that I made for my trading partner that I trade with in the mornings. As the move plays out, you can see where the real entry, the safe entry, and where the fake out entry was. Why did all this happen? What was with the big turnaround? Why did it go down and then shoot up to the moon? If you've been watching these videos for the entire length of the channel, which means 4 videos, congratulations, you're one of the OG crew, and put OG in the comment box below, and subscribe while you're down there if you're learning anything from this video. I know you've learned at least one concept. We've spoken before about how a large cap Magnificent 7 stock can move the entire market. And today was no exception. Amazon tops 3 trillion market cap as stock continues post-earnings surge. As a matter of fact, my watch list, which I've showed you before, well, it shows absolutely everything in the Magnificent 7 is in the green, even SpaceX. I'm so proud of you, Elon. You finally accomplished something with your life. Oh, I'm sorry. Elon did what now? Okay. But the traps were easy to spot today. It was just a matter of understanding where the levels acted and how to get in and out of the moves, and better to understand something about trading, okay? Trading is not trying to make as much money as you can. Trading is trying to save yourself as much loss as you can possibly save while you're trying to retain as much from the markets as you possibly can retain. Because the markets are always going to take things away from you. I tell my students, go for your base hits. Start off very small. Trade micro futures. 50 bucks here, 100 bucks there. Guess what? In 15 or 20 minutes, you made more money in 20 minutes than somebody did working at the local store near your house in 8 hours. So if you want to learn about how all that works, click the link below. Get into 1K a day. It's my own system. I will give you a step-by-step operational guidebook about how you guys can be within 30 days seeing paper trading successes and then moving on to prop firms and making a real future for yourselves. And then you'll understand why you avoid the Elon Musk traps in the world and can make perfect sense of something like this just by glancing at it before it actually happens. And you'll be right 80 to 90% of the time. That's the video for today. Hopefully we hit our time requirement. Be sure to subscribe. Come back tomorrow. We post these videos every day. And I have a special video coming out. It's where I give you years of trading knowledge in just like 12 to 15 minutes. I think you're going to really like it. Subscribe and come back for more. My name is Stephen J. Campbell. This is SJC Trades Futures, and we will catch you tomorrow.